All right. Welcome back to Lounge Talk. We have a special guest today. He's really infatuated with his bone right now, so welcome Duncan to the podcast.
It's good,
Our
Dunk.
good Lord term. Welcome, Dunk. Clap it up for Dunk.
What's up, pretty man?
You having fun? You like your toy?
He's
Duncan,
going ham right now.
He's going ham on that toy, but you know what? He might be annoying. We'll get him to stop. Dunk's our good luck charm. So 2 days or 3 days after I got Dunk, I hit for $50,000.
No, literally.
2 days after I got him, and ever since it's been up.
Yeah, and I know we say it all the time, but Larry sent that play in our home group chat.
Yeah, I sent the play.
Tailed it.
Nobody tailed. So,
Yeah.
and
Shout
then
out
I was just sitting on the couch with my new dog at midnight, and I won $47,000 because of him. So I love you so much.
He
Not because of
he
that.
was dummy cute as a puppy too.
Yo, he still is dummy cute. Type
Yeah,
handsome.
he's all right now. I mean,
But we're back.
fur everywhere and shit.
Great week for the Discord last week. I mean,
Very good
we're
week.
rolling. Everyone's rolling. Everyone's doing their thing. Gay's hitting, Tommy's hitting, Rocket's hitting, Danny's hitting, Slot's hitting, Larry's hitting. Larry was hitting.
I can't even keep up with him.
I know. It's a lot of tickets.
That's how well this stretches right now.
Yeah,
man. Shout out you guys.
I think I found my groove with assists too. I mean, these games matter. March NBA is just you got to just take all your spots that you love, and I just am loving assists.
Yeah.
You find guys that are going to be playing a lot of minutes, good matchups. You like other guys to score, not necessarily them. It's been working.
Yeah.
And that's not all the sauce. I can't give away all the sauce, but it's been working. Shout out Tommy for hitting for 50 grand twice. 50 grand and 20 grand. That was crazy.
Were they both? Was one of his playing Gay's
Nah.
play, or were they both Gays?
One was Gay's.
saying
So
Gay.
he hit for 50 grand before the All-Star break, 50 grand after the All-Star break, and then 20 grand on my threes play.
Shoo.
Want to talk about the threes play?
Oh yeah.
Grab the candle. Get your candle.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Like, he's just. If you put money on him, like, you just know your money's in good hands, right?
He's
He
the
was the
best.
last leg. I texted Jay. I was like, bro, don't even watch, bro, because you know what? Brown's got us, and guess what? Brown got us.
He didn't have us, so he hit one before half, and then he turned up.
Anyways, Brown got us. Yeah, it came out in the second half. On a mission, man. Dude, he looks like he's 25 years old out there the way he's playing right now.
When he plays like that, you don't want to run into them.
It's unbelievable.
When he's playing tough like that, you do not want to run into Braun. And that's why, like, I'm a Lakers hater. I think Anthony Davis, like, he had 10 points last night. You know, you can't win with the guy. It's really tough.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say you can't win with him, but when Braun is in vintage Braun mode, the most fun guy to bet on.
Yeah, and we talked about it too. I mean, we asked this question a couple weeks back about the Lakers. Do we think that, one, if they make it into the play-in, can they make some noise? And, I mean, the way they're playing now, like, it's definitely a team that, like, I do not want to see early.
Not at all. I don't want to see the Lakers. I don't want to see the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, Golden State, they're always going to be, as long as they have Steph on that team, like, it's a team you're not going to
You know, when they lost to the Celtics by like 50, I'm like looking at them. Come here, Dunk. You want to play with Uncle Frank? Pet him, Uncle Frank.
What's up, Dunk?
When you look at the Warriors team, like versus Celtics, you're like, yo, if Steph doesn't score, they got like nothing.
Yeah, he makes a team go.
No, like literally nothing, and then they go out and beat the Bucks by 35.
It's the NBA.
I mean, he had 29, but like
So weird. Yeah, and I needed 30, but I still love Steph.
that was crazy. He missed a free throw.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a great week in the Discord. I mean, literally, Rocket hit plus 6,900. I hit plus 6,300. I hit a parlay 6 days in a row. Should have been 7, but Kyle Lowry blows that layup.
Oh, dude.
Ugh, wide open layup.
Still though, 6 days in a row, cash in a lay. It's
Yeah, all around plus 900 to 1,000. I mean,
you know what I mean.
you can't beat that.
It's hard to
And when
do.
you getting consistent in the NBA is like really tough because there's just so many games, blowouts, teams that care, teams that don't care. So just having a stretch, it happens every year. End of February, early March.
We're seeing it the last couple nights,
Yeah,
right? Plays are, you know what I mean. Like,
everything's right there.
I'm looking at the scores and like where guys are sitting, and I'm like, I don't see how this doesn't hit, but. Then blowouts happen, guys get hurt. It's just sometimes it's unfortunate, but it's gambling at the end of the day.
Speaking of blowout, 38-14 Belmont.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, there's like 10 minutes left in the first half.
Listen, lot of time left, but come on, Belmont.
Yeah, Mitz.
It'll be a nice little start to the day.
Mitch is not a capper, but Mitch will go in the chats and say what he likes, and he was nervous about Belmont because people were like, I'm tailing.
Only college basketball That's the only time I'll ever throw out a play is if it's college ball.
Nah, yeah, it's all good. College football too. We have fun college football.
Yeah, college football.
On the couch. On the couch.
But listen, I mean, best time of the year.
Best time of the year. I mean, we got March Madness and we got conference tourney, and then we got the tourney.
Yeah, so. I won't go as far as this. Like, I love the conference tournaments. Like, obviously, March Madness is March Madness, and there's nothing better than that tournament. But conference tournament, especially when teams, like, they need to make a run in that tournament to even have a chance to get in, it's so much fun.
I can't wait to see, like, the endings to some of these games of, like, a 9 seed that beats a 1 in conference play. Like, it's just so fun.
Happens every year. And there's so many of those teams that like are on the bubble that you're like the Novas of the world, right? Like teams that are just like locks usually for the tournament.
Are you Mitz Lenardi?
Am I Mitz Lenardi? Nah. But shout out Jay Lenardi. I love Jay Lenardi. Joe. Is it Joe Lenardi? Joe. Oh, sorry, Joe. But yeah, best time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, listen, between that, the NBA ramping up, then you go from March Madness to NBA playoffs. You got MLB starting. I'm not the biggest NHL guy, so NHL playoffs, but I mean, this is a fun time of year. The weather's getting better. It's staying lighter out. Everyone's vibes are up. The mood's up. Something with the world changes. Well, literally it does, but I'm talking about with betting too. Like, it just 100%. Enhances everything.
Yep.
Dude, I can't believe baseball starts in 2 weeks.
Yeah, like I said before, I'm super excited because I think everyone on that Phillies team is just locked in, right?
I mean, you would think.
I still think we definitely need a reliever, and I would like another starting pitcher for sure.
Yeah.
Harper was getting some shit today on the radio. He said that he wants to play with better players.
What?
And it came off as like a shot to who they have now. You think they got enough right now or no?
I mean,
was that taken out of
Like, it had to be, you know.
Because that doesn't sound like him. Like, especially with the guys that are on the team, like they got a good team. Stott, Turner, they're all boys. Like,
do I think they have enough
Castellano.
Right now? They don't have enough to beat the Dodgers, probably. If they're under the Dodgers.
Yeah, but who does though, right?
No one.
You know what I mean?
Fuck the Dodgers. I hate them.
100% fuck the Dodgers. But we still have money to spend. I mean, they got rid of Dollar Dog Night, so they definitely have some more money to spend. So Phillies, if you're listening, go out and get some pitching.
You know who's got more money to spend? Gay for gambling. You know why?
Yeah, little ass candle.
Pick the candle. That little ass candle. Show it off to the camera.
Listen, I mean, Gay, we got to get you like, look at that little stick figure.
No,
you should just put your face on it, dude. But see what it smells like.
No, they smell good.
Not bad.
The candle, the candle's genius because.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. Just get high as shit from the candle.
Shout out Gay though. Listen, if this is what it takes to keep hitting those bombs, I mean, think
about the idea of the candle behind it. Like the whole Discord, you go in the chats and you see candles. Like it's just a genius idea to get something along the lines of
good juju.
Good juju. Like I don't care about selling the candles. I mean, good for him. But I'm talking about like having the whole community involved and everyone lighting a candle for good luck. It is hilarious.
Yeah. Now it brings everybody together for sure.
Yeah, his vibes are great. But I said before, when I first met him, I didn't really care about his plays. I cared about he was a great marketer, and his plays got better. You know, when I first met him, he was like putting out like 110,000 odds plays. I'm like, dude,
yeah,
like you can't put those out.
He's a go big, go home kind of dude.
Yeah, and you know what? Now he's found a spot with these halftime lives. He's kind of just taking them, run with them.
Found a market that what I mean. That one profitable, but two like. The market's crazy because the odds on those every night.
Like I think nuts. About, let's talk about LeBron last night. I liked LeBron before the game 25.5, over 25.5, and he has 12 at halftime and his line's plus 200 for 30. Cool. I think I think his pregame number was great. He's gonna get that. So there's the odds of him getting 30 are great. Let me take 30 live. Yeah. I missed on Keegan 3 threes last night. He had one.
And you get to see how the flow of the game's going too. I think they were down close to 20 points at half, right?
Yeah, I mean
they were down by a decent.
See,
decent amount.
I hate when the Lakers do this. Like, they should fucking mop the Kings. The way the Kings just lost by 30 to the Bulls. Yeah. Or no, they blew a 30-point lead to the Bulls, or 25-point lead to the Bulls.
Yeah.
Bro, and then come back and beat the Lakers who are rolling right now.
Well, that's why, to your point earlier when we were talking about the Lakers, and they're just one of those teams where it's like you're not going to have like night in and night out where they absolutely turn it on. They try to squeak by some nights, right, just to stay healthy. So it is what it is with them. But like getting the contribution they are right now from D'Angelo Russell, who's everyone was talking about. Like he's not he's not going to be able to
I
contribute.
bet his assist
like,
for some reason.
You have Hachimura, who's out there hustling every night. He shoots a lot, but I mean, I don't know. I think they're scary.
Yeah,
like I said, I don't think they make it. I'm not going to sit here and say like they're automatically going to make a deep playoff run, but I wouldn't count that team out.
The West playoffs are going to be such an interesting thing to watch because, it's all new teams.
It just got crazier with that news.
What was the news? Oh, Cat's out.
Cat.
Is he? But
out indefinitely.
Yeah, but
I think they said torn meniscus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
so,
he said they said he could play like.
No, he might come back.
Yeah.
But you still can't mess around with injury like that.
Like he could probably come back in 2 or 3 weeks, but it could deter him long term.
I would shut him down until or like a week before playoffs. Get him.
The thing is, they're like low key still built all right.
They're a great defensive team,
but they still have Gobert and like Nas Reed and like Kyle Anderson. Like they're not Cat, but like they could fill in. They could, someone's got to step up. Why are you crying, Dunk? Come here, you can't cry on camera. Don't cry.
Little baby.
He's a baby. He's a golden boy. Roger, he wants you to pet him. He wants you to pet his butt right there. He's gonna sit. Watch. Sit down, Dunk. Oh, you don't pat him. You gotta pet him. Yeah, he likes that. Right on his butt.
Dunk, man.
Dude, it's just me and Dunk this weekend. We're about to have so much fun. We're about to go for long walks, maybe a couple runs, watch sports all night, eat good food, get good sleeps.
Sounds like
if anyone wants to come over and hang out,
time.
If anyone wants to come over and just be boys with me and Dunk, more than welcome.
Nah, I can't wait.
Oh, little burp.
I can't wait to get to Florida and
UFC this weekend.
have my tab paid for by our good friend Tommy O.B.
I said on the call
I
said, bro, you better pay for everything Frank does down there. You better buy him a ticket to UFC.
Nah, shout out Craig when the UFC ticket.
Oh, you got your ticket?
That's the guy. Yeah.
Oh, nice, cool.
He actually got one. He actually got one for my boy too, who's gonna be in Florida. He's got to pay for his, but of course I don't.
I was gonna come, but Mrs. Larry's out of town. I'll just hang out with Dunk. He's cool.
Larry being lame.
Yeah, I'm being lame. I'm an old head, bro.
Yeah, you are 30 years old.
I'm 30, bro. Man. I'm a man. What else? What else we have
Dad's
on this
trying to call me.
Your dad?
Yeah.
He's funny as shit.
Yo,
that. What you doing?
Yeah, he's just yelling in the freaking phone.
What else? Anything you guys got on tap, on the plate?
I want to hear from, like, one, obviously, the people that are already in the Discord, but then anyone else that sees this on YouTube or TikTok. Like, obviously, we started this because Larry has that fan base, but if anyone has anything that they would like us to touch on, please, we would love to hear it as well.
Yeah, I mean, trying to grow this is it's not easy because we're not like social media experts, and like we're just sitting in a 8x10 room talking about sports and gambling. It's fun though. At first you look at like the first couple ones we did, this room wasn't anything like it with these old ass chairs. Like people listen, we talked about the NFL, we talked about NBA, but as we've evolved, it's just gotten easier and easier and more fun to talk about sports.
100%.
Turns into a lot of Philly sports talk a lot because we're Philly guys.
It's okay.
Speaking of that, I don't want to touch on it a while. I'm going to defend Tobias Harris, but holy shit, I cannot keep seeing you have 8 points and we lose to Memphis.
Stop defending him.
Well, here's the thing. I think he finally figured it out with Joel Embiid. He was getting his 15 to 20 consistently. He was doing great. And I still think if Embiid comes back in the playoffs, he will get you 15 and 20, but you can't have 8 points when Embiid's not on the court.
This is the thing, though, dude, and that makes sense. But at the end of the day, like anyone can play well with Joel Embiid, right? He puts so much pressure on the defense, right? I'm only mad about Tobias is because we need to steal wins, and we're losing to Brooklyn. We're losing to teams like Memphis and like that. Like you need like. This is when you need to show us that you can play a little. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro.
Exactly. It is what it is. Like I'm not expecting 25 out of him, but I mean I need 15.
Yeah.
I need 15 out of you. I don't need 8. I need 15.
8's terrible, dude.
Come on, dude. I go to war for you in every group chat, Tobias Harris.
You do defend him.
Only this year.
Our group chat too, like, and it's funny because like he's the only one that does it.
No, but I haven't been besides this year. This year, I'm talking strictly this year. Past blows.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit. Strictly this year, Tobias figured it out. And with Nick Nurse, no Harden, I'm like, all right, I love what I'm seeing out of this guy in this system, how it works. Come playoffs, it's going to work for him this year. And then Embiid gets hurt. He can't run and gun like these guys. Yeah. So if he's not a run and gun guy.
Well, yeah, the whole style of the team changes once the big man goes out.
So like but I still need 15 out of you
Exactly.
when Embiid's not
like,
there.
This is where we're seeing kind of his true colors, and it's a shame because he's such a likable dude. He loves the city, right? That brings up a good point too. Like that's kind of the element of like why we like talking about this stuff. We try to bring like that group chat feel to it, right? Like how you talk to your boys in a group chat, right? We're not up here trying to act like Stephen A. Smith and like Max Kellerman and just
trying to act like
thinking we know everything about sports. We kind of bring that like that fun, light element to it. But I'm only right when it comes to Bron. Like no one can tell me wrong when it comes to Bron. But other than that, I'm wrong a decent.
I'm just saying, I've never been wrong on the Sixers. Anything that they fucking do, Ben Simmons, never it. Never it. Everything else.
Larry holds that against me too.
No, I'm not holding that against you. I'm not holding that against you. I'm not holding that against you. I'm just talking about like the past like takes from the last 6 or 7 years. I never said they were good. I always said they stunk. Always. And they always came up short. I've always been right about the Sixers. This year, I actually think they're good. When they're fully healthy, they have good pieces. They have good bench players. Not having a beat hurts, but
it's demoralizing.
Nick Nurse, good coach.
I like Nick Nurse.
Pivoting to another Philly athlete. Sad to see Jason Kelce go.
Yeah, obviously. I think it's the right time though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, and this is the thing.
Come here, your toy.
And I'm probably not the right person to talk about this because I am now a Packers fan.
He's now a Packers fan, he says.
But yeah, listen, I feel bad for a lot of my my friends that are still Eagles fans because I think it's taking a turn. I think we have a couple bad seasons ahead of us. We'll see what happens. Howie needs to step up. There's a lot of holes to fill.
My bad. Sorry, Duncan.
Duncan's crying like a baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna beep. But beep him. Stop beeping. Stop crying.
You know who's getting a lot of talks about coming back to the Eagles?
Who?
And I think a lot of people are going to be indifferent about it.
Who?
C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I like that.
We need a safety bad.
He's good.
They need a safety bad.
Shut up.
Excuse me.
He's good. You know what? You know what I loved? Well, first off, what I didn't like Kelce started his speech and like couldn't talk for like 3 minutes because he was crying. I was like,
that's what he does.
I was like, bro, stop crying. Like, start talking and then cry. Stop crying before you even talk. Like,
that's just the kind of guy he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get he's emotional, but like, yo,
people are overreacting though. They're saying like we need to remove the Rocky statue and put a Kelce one there, and I'm like, bro.
Who do you think had we had a good debate in our group chat? Like, who had a better impact on like the city, AI or Kelce? Which is crazy to even like put in the same sentence.
For two different ways.
I think
from a personal like being invested in the city and how we act as Philadelphians. Yeah, Kelce 100%.
No doubt.
From a talent standpoint and like that electrifying feel, I mean, dude, AI was crazy.
He was the best.
Like absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and one of our boys.
Besides Utley, AI is my second.
One of our boys was like, "How could you say that?" I'm like, "Bro, like AI wasn't cool with the fans."
He did his own thing.
He did his thing, bro.
He embraced the city, but he had his moments where like it was a lot too much for him.
Yeah, like he was the best. He had a huge impact on the court, but off the court, I mean, bro, Kelce's like going to local bars, like doing crazy things for locals. Like he's the best.
Met his wife at Buffalo Billiards. Like
he met his wife. Oh, he met his wife. Yeah, he met his wife at a local bar where we go there. Like he met his wife there.
Yeah.
I love the tribute video that like all the people did, and Nick Foles hopped in and was cool. Like, Nick Foles hopped in. He was like, great speech.
Yeah.
Because he was like, some of the jokes he made were great. Because he made a joke about Big Dick Nick.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, that's a good one too. I would like to hear from them. Like, is he, from a player standpoint, did Jason Kelce have the biggest impact on Philadelphia as far as sports goes?
I think so. I think Bryce Harper could eventually.
Yeah.
If they win 1 or 2, like he could.
Yeah.
Because Bryce is just one of us.
Right. That's the thing too, right? Like obviously, if we didn't win that Super Bowl against Tom Brady, like would we even be put in that conversation?
Probably not. And I don't know. I'm gonna miss Kelce, but I mean,
it's time.
I think
it's time.
Him retiring, not coming back for a year, he knows like we're gonna take a step back. We're not gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
which is really hard to accept.
You think so?
I mean, like,
I know.
If he thought,
he still
like,
can play.
We do have money to spend. But you mentioned a name that I think would be as much as I would love to have him. Like signing Saquon would be stupid. I think because he already came out and said he wants a long contract.
I mean, I don't think it'd be stupid because I think he's so fucking.
Yeah.
I think he's amazing.
And the market for running back sucks. So, you know how he's not going to overpay.
But there's so many more positions we need.
Safety is loaded in free agency right now too. You can get CJ and Simmons.
We need a safety.
Xavier
we need
McKinney.
A corner. Do we need? 3
they got a lot.
They cut Avante.
They do have a lot of cap.
Yeah, I would
I'm
just
just
I would
saying,
literally
before
cut
we-
Bradbury, Slay, and Maddox and just say start
Well,
fresh.
they cut Maddox.
They cut Maddox.
I would just like them to fill a couple of those spots before we make a big splash like a Saquon Barkley, personally. But again, if we get Saquon, I'm obviously going to be happy. Yeah, I'd rather him be on the Eagles than be on the Cowboys, right?
Yeah, I mean, I heard his name linked to like Chicago and Houston, but like that seems like a Howie play to me, honestly. Like
Chicago, I don't know what they're going to do.
they're gonna
They're
trade
going to take Caleb
Fields.
Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like
They can't pass on him. I mean,
I think from a media standpoint, I think
Justin Fields started to figure it out, but they can't pass on Caleb.
he was fun. Like I had him at a fantasy quarterback.
He's going to go to Atlanta.
He's gonna go to Atlanta. They'll give up a second for him. It's probably the right
let
move
him
for
go.
Chicago.
That'd be a great fit for him.
Yeah.
Or Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? But Cousins is still out there. I think teams are waiting to see where he goes.
I mean, Cousins got to go back to
Because
Minnesota.
he's probably the best free
Like
agent
Russell
quarterback
Wilson. Like, are these guys
market.
done? Do they have any
No.
market left?
Russ isn't done, but when you get to that age, you know what I mean? You just got, obviously, you just need to be on the right team, right? With the right coach.
Yeah,
I mean, Sean Payton, dude. Talk about like a coach where like players like I would see not want to play for. He just seems like an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like, it's a new world of like coaching. Like,
Yeah.
coaches didn't used to be your friends. Now
Yeah.
people want coaches to be your
that
friends.
that is true.
You don't want not a dictator, but you don't want someone who's gonna fucking yell at you all day.
Yeah,
long.
but GMs and teams need to like be cognizant of that, right? Like if you're gonna bring in a guy like Sean Payton who's that old school, like you got to make sure you have the players.
yeah,
that are
but
gonna be
the way
able
that they interview is different. Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
kind of like tough. Like you could sell the owner on yourself and then go be a dick to the players when he's not around.
yeah, true. It's weird. If the
Par-
NFL free agency is crazy.
Yeah, I
don't
mean
know what's
every
gonna
free
happen.
agency is crazy. Hold on, Mrs. Larry's taking off.
Safe flight, Mrs. Larry.
Love you so much.
Well, shout out the Flyers one time. I know my boy Jake's a big Flyers fan. They're playing well. Playoffs, Jake, or what? Yeah. I think they're a lock for playoffs, or
No, but they're close.
okay. Love playoff.
I don't know
hockey,
shit
so.
about the Flyers. I'm a bad Philly sports fan there.
I mean,
Parlay of the day.
yeah.
Let's wrap it up. Pause. Nah, no pause. Quick little episode of Lounge Talk. We talked about the Discord. We talked about NBA. We talked about a little bit of football, a little bit of baseball, Sixers, Eagles. Discord's popping right now. Let's keep the energy up. I love you guys so much. We're going to make a parlay of the day now with our main man, Duncan, to get some good luck.